This is breaking news.
Britain's Got Talent star Stacey Leadbeatter forced to retrain her voice after being bullied for stuttering. Stacey Leadbeatter wowed the Britain's Got Talent judges on Saturday night. But what viewers didn't know is the devastating reason she was forced to retrain her voice. Stacey Leadbeatter, a Golden Buzzer recipient on Britain's Got Talent, stunned audiences with her vocal performance on the show. However, many were unaware that the supermarket worker had only performed once before her BGT appearance and had to retrain her voice due to a speech impediment. The 29-year-old mother of one has had a challenging journey to reach this point. "It is extremely hard," she confesses. "I have a video of me singing from 4 or 5 years ago, and you couldn't actually understand properly what I was singing due to the severity of speech impediments. So during lockdown, I used to sit through like adult speech therapy sessions on YouTube, and then I'd introduced it into my singing." Stacey admits that maintaining her voice requires continuous effort. "If I don't do certain exercises for say a couple of weeks at a time, I will start to revert back to how I was," she explains. Raised in Birstall, Leeds, Stacey recalls her school days being difficult as she was bullied for her condition. "In high school, I used to stutter a bit and people would mimic me," she remembers, reports the Mirror. "Children unfortunately sometimes can be a bit harsh, and I wasn't the popular girl at school." Despite receiving harsh comments, Stacey claims they've only made her more resilient and driven to succeed. This was evident in last night's BGT performance, where she had judges Simon Cowell, Amanda Holden, and Alessia Dixon on their feet with her rendition of Leona Lewis' version of Snow Patrol's Run. Guest judge KSI was so impressed that he hit his golden buzzer. It's hard to imagine that prior to BGT, her only performance was for a crowd of 50 at a local pub. She had declined offers to perform at weddings and parties due to fear and lack of self-confidence. When asked what prompted her to audition, she explained, "I sing on TikTok and people said I needed to apply. When the opportunity came up, I thought it's now or never. It's always been a dream of mine to sing in front of Simon Cowell, because I've watched him since I was a little girl. I've always wanted to impress him." Stacey has loved singing since childhood, inspired by watching Grease with her mum. She received a karaoke machine at the age of 10 and spent countless hours in her room perfecting her voice. However, she admits she's too shy to perform for her customers at the cafe at Booth's Supermarket, near her home in Cady. Admitting to her shyness, Stacey confessed, "I don't sing to them, I'm actually really shy. I just don't have the confidence. I've had people like message me asking me to sing at the weddings and at parties. I just make excuses like I don't have the right equipment. I overthink about what people think of me. But now I've done the scariest thing in the world, and I'm working on my confidence. It's just about retraining your brain. I think the confidence will hopefully come with the Britain's Got Talent performance." 2025 has been a phenomenal year for Stacey, who not only received a Britain's Got Talent Golden Buzzer, but also said yes when Richard, an old flame from her teenage years, asked for her hand in marriage after they both found themselves single last year. She gushed, "I've known him since I was 17, recounting their background. "We've always been with other people, but had that connection there and never acted on it. And then we both became single last year, and we decided to meet up to see if that connection's still there, and it clearly is. He proposed to me on his birthday this year in front of his family and his children." The couple is excitedly anticipating their 2027 nuptials, with Stacey noting how supportive Richard is. "He's the proudest fiance. He'll listen to me sing all the time and we love a karaoke night." Stacey, now in a state of bliss, opens up about the challenges she faced while raising her 10-year-old daughter Aralyn as a single mother. "I've been it pretty much on my own. Me and her dad broke up when she was 1, she shares. Despite a few relationships since then, Stacey found that the men weren't kind to her, leaving her and her daughter to support each other through thick and thin. "I've had a couple relationships between, but unfortunately, the men weren't so kind to me. So it's pretty much been me and my daughter the whole time. She's everything to me. She's my little biggest fan. We sing the Whitney Houston song, I Will Always Love You Together. It's our song.